Okay, now you're ready to start your power tools and fasteners. The print looks very similar because it is similar, but there's some significant changes you'll need to be aware of. Number one, go back to your hand tools and fasteners, and you're going to remove the fasteners that you put in there. Make sure I got your grade before you do this, please. That needs to be done first. So out come these fasteners. I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to remove all the fasteners that I have in here. Now I'm ready to go. So I'm going to look and see that my overall dimension is going to be 7 3/8. Sorry, 17 3/8. So I'm going to mark off and go 17, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. And instead of putting the mark, I'm going to do what's called a crow's foot. A crow's foot is like an upside down V, and where that V comes together, that's exactly where I want to cut. So I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to show you how to cut it over on the miter saw. This is the miter saw. So I've got my crow's foot right here that I'm going to cut. I'm going to get that close to where it needs to be, and then I'm going to open up this clamp, and I'm going to swing this clamp over onto my board. You should not need to adjust this. So to clamp this down, I'm going to spin this down, but before I get it all the way tight, I'm going to pull down my saw blade, and I'm going to look to see that my crow's foot is right on this side of the blade. If I put it on this side of the blade, that means I'm going to cut off 1/8 too much. So I need to have the crow's foot so that the saw teeth are going to hit on that side, not that side, this side. Okay, so that's where I'm lining up at. I also want to make sure that I'm against the fence right here. This is the fence of this machine. By putting it up to the fence, it's going to hold it so it's not crooked in there. So I'm going to go back and reset my saw. I'm going to hold this up against the fence, and then I'm going to tighten this down. I don't need to wail on it. It just needs to be snug. Now you're going to see how I'm going to stand. One of my feet is going to be on the floor facing forward. One of my hands is going to be on the table, not on the board. So look at my hand here, and my other hand is going to be up operating the saw. So you can't quite see all that, but I'm going to do my best here. I'll move back a little bit. There we go. So one hand's on the table, one hand's on the saw. So the saw has a button on it that allows it to release. The button is right here. It's the safety mechanism. So that gets pushed in with my thumb, and then I can squeeze the trigger. If I don't have that pressed, then squeezing the trigger does nothing. So my thumb gets pressed in, and then I'm going to start my saw and gently push it into my cut. And as soon as I'm done with my cut, I'm going to let go, and the saw is going to stop. That's when I'll bring the saw back up and move away my scrap. I'm going to make my cut now. One hand's here, clamp is down, safety trigger, here we go. And then up goes the saw. This is the piece that goes in the trash. I'm going to unclamp my piece so the next person can use it, and I'll meet you back at the table. Now you can see my overall length is exactly 7 3/8. Sorry, 17 3/8. But now we're going to change things up a little bit. You're going to need another piece so that you can practice fastening things together. This is a piece of OSB, and OSB stands for Oriented Strand Board, which Oriented Strand Board is made out of all these chips of pieces that have been pressed together with special glue. This piece needs to also be 17 3/8. So I'm going to mark this off at 17, and I'll put my crow's foot right there at the 3/8. I'm going to meet you back at the saw. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my OSB. First thing I'm going to do is I need to push this clamp all the way down so I can clamp onto that shorter material. Before I go all the way down though, I'm going to make sure that I line up on my crow's foot on the right side. I'm going to push it snug against the fence, and then I'm going to tighten it down, but I'm not going to over tighten, just so it's snug. And it can't move. So now I'm going to make my cut. Remember, I'm going to push my safety trigger and ease into the cut. Up goes the saw. And I'll meet you back at the table. This is the end of the first video, so go ahead and click on the next video, which should be titled Layout and Fastening.